I think I'm going crazy. I abandoned my mind due to strange happening, like blocks coming out of nowhere and my torch is going missing. It was really strange. The stranger thing was that there wasn't a single monster or slime or anything down there. But there was a lot of minerals. Quite a lot of cave ambience that I had never heard before. Must have been included in the Friday update. I don't know. But yeah, I abandoned it because it really creeped me out for some reason. The strange thing is though, I still hear the cave ambience quite far away from the mine. But recently I've been hearing really strange things around the building I built around it. It feels like whispers. It's strange really. I feel like going back down there, but I really don't want to because of the creepy that happens down there, plus I need a lot more torches. It just seems that the cave is alive and angry at me. I just decided to go down there one last time to see if I could get any stuff that I could before really abandoning it. I couldn't find a single one of my torches that I left down there before I abandoned it. I don't know what's happening to them, but this just made me want to leave the cave even more. I spent about 2 minutes inside and I noticed that I couldn't hear anything. The ambience stopped. At this point I was pretty creeped out and decided to leave before it went dark. I left and turned and looked at it, then all of a sudden the hole went dark. As if one of my torches was removed. I just ran without looking back. I heard another creepy ambience sound while I ran away. I had to stop it all. The next day I heard another ambience noise that I haven't heard before, but it was like someone was whispering something. It was drawing me towards the cave, but I just went further away from it. I remembered I had a few buckets of lava left in a chest in my base, so I decided I would flood it, but not while it was this dark, so I waited the next day. While it was night, I went to the top of my wooden shack kind of thing to look around, just out of curiosity. I looked towards the cave. I couldn't even look at it without getting creeped out. I thought I saw something in the window of the building over the cave, but it was probably just my eyes. In with me. I hope. I went back into my shack until the sun came up. I was ready to rid the world of that cave. I got my buckets of lava and a few water and started going towards the cave. I could already hear it talking to me. It knew what I was doing. I opened the cave opening and slowly walked in a little to the point where it was a drop, not too far into the cave, and started to pour the lava down there. I waited a minute before I poured water on it to seal it with obsidian. That should close it forever. As I was doing this, I heard one final ambience that suddenly stopped halfway through. As creepy as it sounded, I felt good, because I knew it would be the last one I hear of that cave. So it's been a few days since I sealed that damn cave. Everything was as it should be. Not creepy ambience or anything like that. I farmed some bamboo and cactus. Everything was going great. I was able to play Minecraft without it being creepy and terrifying. I was running pretty low in cobblestone and iron. I knew that I'd have to start mining again, and I was pretty scared of mining directly into that cursed cave, or whatever it was. I decided I would make a bigger base further away from my current one, so I knew I wouldn't come in contact with the cave ever. I was forced to clear out some trees for wood before leaving so I could make it out of wood. About a day later I was finished and was ready to start mining. I decided it would be best to make the mine part of my home, so I knew that it was part of my home and I always feel safest at home. So I began mining with my slightly damaged diamond pickaxe. I got further and further down, making a stairway in the way down, until I mined one block below me and fell into a very dark long cave. My heart skipped a beat. It couldn't be the same cave, could it? I immediately put about 5 torches all around me so I could see properly. I looked left to right. I haven't been here before, because there was a few blocks of iron, and I don't usually miss any iron blocks. I was glad, because I knew that I'd be mining with iron pickaxes when my diamond one breaks. The fall into the cave did hurt, but it was no major wound, and I would be fine if I ran into any creatures down here. I quickly went down to my left into the dark abyss, dropping the odd torch here and there to be safe, until I hit a dead end. It was quite unusual, because it was literally a dead end, a complete 3x3 square of rock, like it was put there as a seal. It quickly struck me that it was blocking off another cave network, the cursed cave. It couldn't be right. I mean, I'm far away from that place. I decided I would head back to where I fell in and go the other way to see what was down there. It looked longer and bigger than the other way, so I left to get more torches. It also struck me that none of my torches were disappearing, which made me feel safe, even though there was still a lot of unexplored darkness down there. I deposited all my cobblestone and made a few iron pickaxes to be safe so I could be down there longer. By this time it was night and I could see a few creepers outside, but I was safe in my new home. I descended back into the cave and down the dark path, lighting my way with the torches I had, until it reached a big black drop. It was pretty deep and I would have had to have some way down, but I had no cobblestone. Instead of heading back to get some cobblestone from the chest, I just mined the rock around me, which would be easier. Maybe not faster, but easier indeed. I mined away until I hit cobblestone, mossy cobblestone. I was quite excited, because this would have been my first dungeon. I was prepared to, since I had some cooked pork and iron sword. I mined the cobblestone away to see nothing but darkness. I put down a torch and to my surprise it was completely empty. No monsters, just a few chests and a strange block in the center of the room. I was quite puzzled, because I haven't seen any monsters in this cave as of yet. Whatever, I mined my way in to have a closer look at the strange block in the center of the room. It was like a fireplace, except there was something spinning inside of it. I had no idea what it was. It was like the letter L but backwards, with a static-like texture. It was really strange, because I would have suspected more of a challenge to get some pretty good items. I checked the first chest, completely empty, which was disappointing. I turned around to check the other chest, and there was this unusual item I'd never seen before. It was a black disc. I'd never seen anything like this before. It had circle marks around it like a vinyl record. Then all of a sudden I heard the single most creepiest cave ambience ever. It sent shivers down my spine. I knew I had to get out immediately. I looked around to the exit. As I do, I noticed a 1x2 hole in the wall which strangely wasn't there before. What the is going on? I put down a torch so I could inspect the hole further. I knew I had to get out of there, but I just cold, and strangely enough, I got closer to the hole and looked around. It was dark, empty. It was the cursed cave. I blocked the hole with cobblestone and turned to make my way out. I exited the dungeon into the 3x3 corridor, which was pitch black. The torches were gone. I looked back to the dungeon. The torch was gone. The only light was coming from the torch by my foot. Then another loud cave ambience came from in front of me. It mocking me, laughing. I was terrified. I couldn't move, but I knew I had to get out of here and go as far away as possible from this terrible place. I start running, placing as many torches as possible in the walls to keep in the light. I could see the light on my stairway. I rushed up to my accursed home, ran outside, and kept running away. That's all I could do. I got far away, but my house was in seeing distance. I looked closer and the door was closed. The door, which was open, closed. I couldn't go further. I wanted to be able to see it, making sure it didn't change. Or anything else. I built a makeshift shack which faced my old home. I liked to look at it. I don't know why, but I enjoyed viewing it. Then all of a sudden I remembered that strange disc I found in the cave. It must be a vinyl and I had to play it. Maybe it was something to do with the cave. I thought about how I could craft something to play it. Then I remembered that my stuff was back at my house. I didn't want to go back, but I had to. I knew that if I had something like a chip of diamond, it might be able to play the vinyl. I had a few chips of diamond back there which would work. I went outside. It was getting dark, but I couldn't last another night with this mystery scarred into my mind. I had to find out. I just ran. I didn't look out for any monsters. I just ran straight for my home. I just wanted to go in, get the things I need, and leave and never go back. I got to the door, still closed. The whole house was dark. The torches were gone. I opened the first chest near the door and I managed to get out a few pieces of wood and a few cobblestone, but no diamond. I must have put it on the mining room. I slowly go towards the door which separated my house from the mine and opened it. The sound of the door opened creaked and echoed throughout the mine. I felt like just running away, but I had to get the diamond. I opened the chest and got the bits of diamond that I had. I couldn't resist just having a peek down into the mine. I slowly poked my head down. It was dark. Nothing could be seen, except for two white dots next to each other like eyes. Something was down there, looking into my eyes. I felt like I was looking at death itself. I went dizzy and fell backwards into a solid object, the door which was open just seconds ago. I bashed my way through it and through the other door outside. It was still night, but I didn't care. I ran back to my shack with my heart pounding my chest like it wanted to escape life. I got in and closed my door, destroyed my windows, the door, everything that could let me see the outside world, and placed as many torches as possible. I didn't want to see any darkness again. I went into a corner and sat there terrified. Why me? Why didn't this happen to anybody else? I didn't want to do anything else until the sun came up. I couldn't even tell if it was me yet. I just sat there in fear until I heard a sign that it was day. The baa of a sheep. It was a welcoming sound. I used my diamond pickaxe to break away what used to be the door. As I did, it broke into several peaks. It served me well. The first thing I did when I got outside was look at that horrible place. It was closed. I could see the darkness through the windows. I didn't want to look. What if something was watching me from there? I went back inside and started work on my device to play this disc. After a few minutes I made something stable that was able to play it. I got the disc and looked at it. It was dark and didn't reflect any light. I knew this thing was evil. I put the disc inside the machine. It started to play. It finished. The sound went static. I was lost. What did I just listen to? It was like someone took the sound of 1,000 dying miners and solidified it into this disc. The vinyl needs to be destroyed. Maybe this is the source of all of this. This weird stuff comes from this disc. I need to destroy it. It has to be destroyed. I need to throw it into a pit of lava. But the only lava I've ever found was in that cave. I can't go back there. I don't have enough time to find another cave. It will just be a waste of time. I can't go back to that place, can I? I mean, if I take enough torches to get to lava and destroy it, what about those eyes? What if I see them again? What if I get close to them? I really can't do this. Not by myself, but I have to. What if I was just seeing things? What if it wasn't really there? Yep, that's what it is. My mind was playing tricks, that's all. I'm going there next sunrise and I'm going to make it out at sunset. I am destroying that disc. I have to prepare. I open my nearly empty chest. The only things in the chest are a few blocks of cobblestone, 2 iron pickaxes and some wood. I think I have enough torches to get me there and back. I think I'm ready. There's nothing else I need. The sun is starting to come up. I have to make my move now so I don't waste any time so I can get out as early as possible. I grab the disc and start running towards the house. I quickly open the door and close it. It's dark and the only light is coming from the 2 windows next to the door. All of a sudden I hear a voice. It's coming from the disc and it wants to go back to its chest. It's trying to reason with me. I will not listen. I light up the room with a torch. I need to make sure I don't use too many. I enter the mining room and slowly descend to the cursed cave. I look back up to darkness. The torches are still disappearing. I get into the cave, begin slowly going towards the pit, making sure I use my torches efficiently. I hear a ghoulish laugh behind me. In the pitch black and 2 white eyes were there. Looking at me I freeze. I can't move. I'm locked into a staring contest with the eyes. I hear whispers from all around me telling me to go closer. I can't. I must resist. I turn and run, using torch after torch, forgetting that I have a limited supply, until I reach the pit, nearly falling in. I grab the wall, as I nearly lose balance. I put a final torch down, and take a quick look behind me. There was still a few torches up, not being broken. I couldn't see the eyes, which was a good thing I guess. I can't see the dungeon from here, so very dark. What if I do put the disc back? What if it all stopped? What if we could make a deal? Did I just say we? What is going on with me? I need to destroy this disc. I throw a few cobblestone blocks down, until I can slowly step down. Before I can put a torch down, I see the eyes again, in the pit looking up at me. The music begins to play again, in my head. I want it to stop. I hear whispers in the music, cries for help. They want to be back in the chest where it's peaceful. No, they can't be free. I'm destroying that disc. I realize I'm in complete darkness. I put down a torch and look back into the pit. The eyes are closer, bigger. I put down another torch, look back and they are gone. I'm seeing things. I know I am. They can't be real. I get further down. I can't see light. It has to be the lava. I'm so close. I can barely believe it. I get to the bottom. I can see lava in the distance. I run towards it, disc in hand, then suddenly, I stop. I can't go any further. The disc won't let me. What am I doing? I can't destroy this. I mean, what am I doing? I can't destroy this. I need to put it back in the chest. Yes, back to resting, for your little disc, just up these stairs and we'll have you back home. I'm a good miner, aren't I? We've been through all it. We don't want that to end, do we? No, we don't. Here, we're home. You're home back, where you belong. What did I just do? What have I done? The dungeon's sealed. This can't be happening. This can't be how it ends. It's getting warm in here. So warm. It's burning. Why is it so hot? I just wanted to live.